Welcome back to another CM reaction video banger. Today we're going to be talking about Dana White on ILia Topuria moving up. As we all know, ILia Topuria has decided to vacate the belt to move up to 155, I believe. And we're going to see how Dana feels about it. We're going to get into this. We're going to see how he gets into this. Let's go.
What's up, guys? How are you?
Thank you.
The gate was 3.84 million. We broke the record again for North American Fight Night gates. Sold out. Attendance was 18,287.
Great stats, crazy. Man's reading out the historical stats here, bro. He does it every single time.
Fight of the night was Minifield and Walker. Performance of the nights were Jean Silva and Ricky Simone. They all won $50,000.
$50,000.
Start off with the main event. Obviously, not the way we want to see any fight end. Did you know, as Henry's getting to minute 4, minute 5 with the eye poke, that he's probably not going to be able to continue?
Yeah.
Do you think he was kind of like gaming the 5 minutes to see if it would come back, or do you think he was just desperate to continue? What do you think of his decision making in the moment?
I have no idea. I'll let him answer all those questions.
Crazy.
Song looked good. And, only he can answer those questions.
It was a good competitive.
I don't know if he thought, if I stop here, is this a DQ and no contest, or I don't know what he was thinking, but, or maybe he can't see.
Before the fight, it was competitive. Song did look good. I think both of them had their moments. What did you think of the fight before?
The eye poke
Listen, the
was a
card
little
was
bit
incredible.
nasty, bro. I saw it.
The entire card was incredible.
Your thought, you gave him a bonus, but Ricky Simone's knockout at the beginning of the night was unbelievable. One of the best performances you saw tonight.
Yeah. I mean, I know you guys have sat through this a million times, but there's this thing that I call the curse of the prelims. When the prelims are incredible, the main card sucks. So
we're all saying that.
Thank you, Seattle, for breaking the curse.
I wanted to talk to you. Obviously, you had a big week at the UFC. Some crazy stuff went down. Is it with ILia moving up to lightweight, vacating the title? You weren't able to announce it then, but is it safe to say that ILia Islam is the fight that we're sort of working towards, or could he be fighting?
There's still other possibilities. So there's a lot of shit going on
definitely.
right now. Yeah. Otherwise, I would have said.
Did he vacate the belt, or did you guys say, if you're moving to lightweight, then we don't want to hold up the featherweight division?
No, he did that. He said, I've done everything I can do here. I'm ready to move up. And he vacated it. He said, I shouldn't be holding up anybody's opportunities. And, it's always, I respect when guys do that.
Diego Lopez said in an interview that the UFC are going to try and sort of stop double champs from happening in the future. Like, so if this case happened, you would have asked ILia to give up the belt. I don't know if that's a rule, but is that something you'd rather see guys actually vacate rather than try and do both at the same time?
Unless you think you can, defend your title. Listen, if there's a guy that thinks he can do it and wants to defend both belts and has accomplished all these great things, I would have no problem with it. But you're going to be busy.
Did you think he had more work to do at featherweight? Were you okay with his move, or did you think,
Well, I think that he felt he had done everything with the guys that he beat. If you look at who he beat and how he beat them, right? And I don't think he loved making that weight anymore.
And then just talk to us about how Bilal ends up fighting Jack Della Maddalena, how you had to reshuffle all that, and your thoughts on that fight coming up.
Good. Yeah. No, listen, a lot of shit happens behind the scenes, man. A lot of bullshit that we got to deal with, but that's the business. So whoever is next in line gets the title or the shot or whatever it might be. There's so many times that we've had people fall out, the night of. I mean, we've had lots of crazy shit happen, but it all worked out, and it usually does.
Just getting back to the main event, obviously Henry and Song seem like they want to have the rematch. Is that kind of what you're thinking, that they should run that one back? Or?
Not at all.
Not at all? Okay.
Not even a little bit.
Why is that?
No,
I just don't want to see it again. Do you?
No, I thought it was a good fight leading up. You
want to see it again? We should probably do it in a couple months.
It depends on the eye, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, we got your answer on that. Seattle was great this week. It really seemed like the fans were into it.
He doesn't
You heard
want
the
to
crowd
see it,
tonight, even at
Dana.
the weigh-ins. Vancouver, you guys go there too. What is it about the Pacific Northwest?
Let me tell you what, this city, I haven't been in this city. I've been talking about this city all day. I haven't been here in 10 years. And
Whoa,
I
10
forgot.
years.
Let me tell you what, America. Seattle is an awesome city. The people here are amazing.
Seattle?
We're
He
walking
hasn't been
around,
to Seattle in 10
down in
years.
the market area
crazy.
today. Lots of different people from everywhere. And raining, nobody gives a shit. And it's just the shops that they have here, the boutiques, the restaurants, the hotels.
The boutiques,
I forgot
bro.
how awesome
Man's
Seattle is.
speaking
And then
like
the
he's
crowd,
a big
the
boy
crowd couldn't have
buck
been any better.
millionaire. Goes
I'm
to
so
all
glad
those things.
I came to this fight. And I'm so glad we came back to Seattle.
Do you think this will be an annual destination, not Seattle necessarily, but maybe Vancouver, Seattle? Because it does seem like even in Vancouver, too, the crowds are really good.
Are you from Vancouver?
I am.
I figured. Yeah, listen, I'm in Seattle right now, and I couldn't. Well, literally, me and my whole crew have been talking about Seattle all day. It's this place is awesome, and we will not wait 10 years to come back here.
Okay, talking about some of the fight announcements, we obviously had Valentina and Manon.
Come here once a year,
ILia
bro.
got that big win a few weeks ago. A lot of people would like to see her move up. Would you like to see her fight the winner of that title fight in Montreal, the co-main event?
Yeah.
Great.
Damn, Montreal.
Just one more from me here.
I've been to Montreal.
Obviously, Dustin Poirier is a name that we're hearing might have a fight booked here pretty soon. He's getting towards the end of his career. Any update on when we might see his fight book? Because I think a lot of fans are chomping at the bit to see him fight again.
I agree that there has been a lot of talk.
I'm chomping at the bit
we
to
are
see his
working
fight
on
again.
a fight for him.
Yeah. Just two here, Dana.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey there. Regarding the super fights and the champ stuff, I feel like in the past there had maybe been more
stuff.
eagerness or enthusiasm about booking these super fights, whereas now, like when we even talk about Alex Pereira moving up or Dricus, you seem to want these guys to focus on their divisions. Has there been any sort of philosophical change in the matchmaking process about keeping guys in their divisions?
I mean, unless you've really wiped out a division and like John Jones, who was in lightweight forever and then moved up to heavyweight.
Him with sauce.
ILia, I get it. It makes sense, when I said, who he's beaten, how he beat him, and now he's tired of making weight and wants to move up to 50. Totally makes sense. But no, I'm definitely Weili Zhang just asked me. She's accomplished just about everything you can accomplish in her weight division, and I don't have a problem with it, But I haven't. The philosophy hasn't changed. It's just on a case-by-case basis.
And then I saw a headline going around an interview Dan Hooker did with Submission Radio where he seemed to suggest that Justin Gaethje had asked for and been granted a 3-round fight instead of a 5-round fight. Is there any truth to that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
You don't know.
Over here. Obviously, eye pokes have been a problem for many, many years. He tried to solve them with new gloves, and they're going to be in the sport. But a significant eye poke like that, do you believe a point should have been taken?
If you thought it was intentional. If you thought he intentionally poked him in the eye, do you believe it was intentional? Yes? Why would he poke him in the eye? He was doing pretty well. If he was getting his ass whooped and poked him in the eye, you could probably make the argument. But you're not sure it wasn't intentional.
Cejudo's wasp, though.
What's your last name? Cejudo? Jimmy Cejudo over here thinks it was an intentional eye poke.
It didn't seem no, yeah, I get your point, but it was fight altering, right? So,
yeah, I mean, yeah. Listen, eye pokes are never good, but like you said, they happen a lot, and fights do continue after eye pokes. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to look and see how many fights were actually stopped due to an eye poke. Not many.
Damn.
Flutter Hernandez picked up a big win.
Eye poke.
Seems
That's
like
crazy, Dan. Call him out.
Get up there, man, to a top contender. What did you think of his performance?
Who did you say?
Anthony Hernandez.
Yeah. I was surprised with that fight at how big the odds were. You know what I mean? That he was that much of a favorite in the fight.
How much of a favorite?
When the fight started, Allen looked like the odds makers were very wrong, but it flipped and turned around, and yeah, he won a big fight tonight, beating Allen.
John Silva. It seems like you guys have like a superstar in the making with this guy. He's
Do
just
they have a superstar?
kind of a madman.
Definitely a madman.
What are your thoughts on him?
Yeah, he's fascinating. That's for sure. Sean Shelby is a big believer in him and thinks very highly of him.
Is he a superstar?
Does that
I don't
mean that
believe
maybe he
he's
gets
a
like a top
superstar.
50?
Listen, when the matchmakers love you like
He's a
Sean
future
Shelby loves him,
superstar.
it's never a bad thing.
He did call out Bryce Mitchell. Would you like that fight?
Call up Bryce Mitchell.
I bet there's a lot of people that do. I don't know. We'll see.
And then on the prelims, Austin Vanderford's opponent pushed him after the fight.
Yeah.
I just kind of want your thoughts on that. And also, obviously, Paul Daly got banned so many years ago.
Yeah.
Has policy changed like that? Or
Paul Daly punched Koscheck in the face. Listen, yeah, it's never good when you go over it. But, you know, I don't know why he went after him. I understand he was upset with the referee. And when you watch that fight, if you look, I get why he was
talking about the fights right now. Guys, don't gamble, okay? Don't gamble your life away.
Lose your job over?
You should see what goes on back here after the fights. You guys would fucking be crying forever if you knew what went on. Be writing fucking all kinds of stories, and what are you going to do to them? And believe me, that was nothing.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Dana White over here. Dana, going back to Anthony Hernandez, obviously he's on a great win streak. You have Nasruddin coming off a big win. Jared Cannonier won the main event last week. When you have a division that's so hot right now, like middleweight, can you just let us know what are those talks like on Tuesday about how you even match up all of these guys who have cases to get towards a title fight?
What do we talk about on Tuesday about... What is your question?
Like all these top middleweights, they're all in big fights. Guys are looking great. Guys are on win streaks. How do you be
talking about middleweight?
Patricio Pitbull for the fight against
Patricio
Yair.
Pitbull. Starting to get boring, guys.
That it might be
Love you as much as they do. I think good things are probably going to happen.
And just as we're getting back in the Pacific Northwest here, you still owe Portland, Oregon a show too. Is there any chance of getting back to Portland?
Yeah. Listen, we want to go everywhere we haven't been in a long time. And this...
Thank you for watching. This has been your boy CM Reaction video today. It's a clickbait video. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Bangers, baby. Oh yeah.